last week, didn't you?
Well, I did on the show, and then I went back on it in my picks. I feel terrible for the other two people that also missed out on the $1 million. But listen, we'll get it next week. Me and my two friends, the three of us, and so we'll get it next week. And that was as heartbreaker as it gets. We would have split it. It would have been $333,000, $333
We'll just get it next week.
What? No, I mean, $330,000 is what it is. After taxes, like $180. But anyway. It's okay. I'm on a group chat with them, Jenna. We're all going to be okay. We'll get it next week.
Oh, them? They're on a group chat with you? I can't even get on a group chat with the rest of my... Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Anyway, make sure you get your picks in before kickoff on Sunday for your chance to win and be on a group chat text with Nick Wright. Apparently, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah, it's true.
We're gonna move on, play a little Four Things First this morning, and let's stick with the Seahawks Cardinals. Brandon, you love Kyler being all smiles.
Yes, I mean, I love it because he's seeing that he has D-Hop outside and he's one-on-one. D-Hop is the best in the business at straddling that line. D-Hop is the best in the business at beating one-on-one coverage. This guy is entering into his prime when I'm talking about the wide receiver. But the best part about this entire play was the smile. You got to think Kyler's like, man, I got my dog wide receiver out there. They're really going to match him up one-on-one during this time of the game? Are you serious? I've never seen this before. A quarterback drop back, sees what he likes, and starts smiling before he throws the ball. This was all awesome. Kyler is a beast.
All right, Wild's little trick play double here. Trouble.
Yeah, well, Dabo Swinney needs to take this play call, take it out to his little solo stove in the back and burn it and never see it again. Because listen, I'm pro creativity, but not play calls that endanger the #1 quarterback and #1 pick next year. So look, Dabo, I get it. Everybody needs a creative outlet. You want to play acoustic guitar? You want to learn some watercolor painting? You want to go to Home Depot, make yourself a bracelet out of something? Do that.
What do you think the Jets are saying when they saw that play? What were they saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they weren't happy. That's why Wilds isn't happy, because he's worried the Patriots might be in the Trevor sweepstakes all of a sudden. All right, this is Baker's game-winning touchdown pass. And I think Jenna's going to expect me to talk about the fact that right before this touchdown pass, she was trying to start a group chat taunting Baker Mayfield because she hates him so much. But I'm not going to mention that. Instead, I'm gonna a little heel turn here. I'm going to turn on my buddy Brandon Marshall. Hey, Brandon, remember last week when you were saying they should maybe go to Case Keenum? This is why you don't go to Case Keenum. Case Keenum could be alone at your facility for 10 hours and couldn't make this throw. This is why you stick with Baker Mayfield, because the upside exists.
That last week.
This was a great
What do you mean
play. And it was the culmination. It was the culmination of a perfect 3 quarters of football by Baker Mayfield.
Nick, if you do your homework, you know that Baker always crushes the Bengals. If you do your homework, you know that.
I know.
What does he do?
Yeah, which is why it was so odd you were calling for Case Keenum when the Bengals were next on their schedule.
Let's talk about the team Baker's looking way up at, and that would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then there was one unbeaten, unbroken, unflappable Pittsburgh Steelers team. Look at this flick throw by Ben Roethlisberger to Eric Ebron. Sets up a touchdown here. The guy's 38 years old, coming off elbow surgery, played only 2 games last year, comes back to just dominate the league like this. I think only our guy Brandon Marshall and maybe Mike Tomlin had the Steelers playing as well as they're playing this year. They beat the unbeaten Titans. They remain undefeated for the season. And who would have called this team underdogs coming in? I would have. And who loves an underdog more than I do, Nick? Nobody. Steelers are my team right now. It used to be anyone playing the Browns. Now I love the Steelers. Bucks and Raiders. And Tom Brady showing up yesterday. Brady throwing 4 touchdowns, ran for another, and when the Raiders made it a game in the second half, Brady and the Bucks exploded for 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. So the Bucks win big, 45-20. They hung on to first place in the NFC South. Brandon, I'll start with you. Is it time for the Brady doubters to admit he's still one of the best? Because he certainly played like it yesterday.
You know
Not
what,
doubters,
Jenna? I
doubter.
don't care about the Brady doubters. I just care about Nick Wright. Friday on the show, Nick said, look, you know, all I need for him to do to get my respect is just throw for over 200 yards. That's what Nick said. Nick.
I didn't say respect.
Nick,
he has my respect.
You
for
just
me to
you just
believe
gave
in
me
him. Go
you
ahead.
just So do you believe now? So I don't care about the doubters. I care about Nick Wright. Nick, you got to think about this. We keep overlooking that Tom Brady is 43. We keep overlooking how hard it is to go into a new system. I don't care if you're Aaron Rodgers. I don't care if you're Kyler Murray. I don't care if you're Russell Wilson. Learning a new system, going to a new team is hard. Without a offseason, without a preseason, in the middle of a global pandemic, he's 43 getting it done, Nick. What else do you need to see? The first 2 games of the season, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. In the last 5 games, Nick, 15 touchdowns, 1 interception. The last time he did that was 2007 and 2010, and he won MVP. What else do you need to see?
Okay. Is it my turn now? I feel like a lot of people are speaking for me. Jenna's implying. Brandon saying, what else do I need to see? I haven't even gone yet. Tom Brady was sensational yesterday. It was the single best football game I think he's played since, if people remembered, a duel against rookie Deshaun Watson early in 2017 before Deshaun blew out his knee. He was perfect. Brady was great early, threw as good of a pass as you can possibly throw to end the half, which was almost a backbreaker for the Raiders. And then when the Raiders got it close, got it 24-20, and it was like, oh, could the Raiders get back into this? Brady was great again late. There's no way around that. No one would deny that. And no one would question what he did yesterday. Now, you guys always, this is the brilliance of our producers, phrase these questions in a way where I come across as a hater. Because if this said time for the Brady doubters...
Don't blame it on the producers. Do not throw our producers under the bus. You put yourself in this position.
Well,
every chance you get to talk... It could be the defense. Todd Bowles called a wrong play. The defense do something terrible. You find a way to blame it on Tom Brady, Nick.
No, that's not true. That's not true. It's not true. And by the way... I feel like I'm being attacked from all sides here. I was about to give Brady extra credit because he did manage to find Derek Carr and congratulate him after the game. So good job by Tommy. That's 2 in a row.
There you go.
But if this said, Wilds, time for the Brady doubters to admit he can still have great performances, I would say, yeah. I didn't think he had this type of game left in him. I didn't. And I was wrong about that, clearly. But they are asking, time to admit he's still one of the best. Well, define one of the best. Do I think Tom Brady's one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football? No. Do I think even after yesterday, Tom Brady is one of the 8 or 9 best quarterbacks in football? No, I don't. Okay. So time for Brady hours to admit he's still one of the best. Define best. I don't think he's in the top quarter of starting quarterbacks in the league.
15 touchdowns, 1 interception the last 5 games.
Yeah,
that's
it's been very good.
What we're talking about.
Very good yesterday.
Go ahead, buddy.
Are you saying that he's the 10th best quarterback walking the face of the earth? Is that what you're saying? And that's your insult? Out of billions of people on the earth, he's the 10th best?
It's not an insult.
That's what I'm saying. But you're like, I don't think he's a quarterback.
I don't think it's good to compare pro athletes to the humanity on earth. I think it's because if you had the 35th best kicker walking the earth, you would be very upset because he'd be the worst kicker in the league. So let's not do that. I don't think he is. I think he is. He's playing better than I thought he would. I said where I can admit I was wrong is this. This is the question. When they had this stretch coming up, Jenna, of Chicago, then Green Bay, then Oakland, I said I thought they'd go 1-2. Not only did they go 2-1, they blew out their last 2 opponents. So I have to give the team credit and Brady credit.
And
is it changing my overall season prediction? Probably not, Jenna.